starry night. A loving mother, a flame-eating father. Look up, cherish both her luminous love and caring, his wrath and cruelty. Yet the Father, devouring all flame and glare, never graced the sky. Starlight Night Transformation! It's a promise. Let's protect our home together.
A falling star deserves no home.
For Starlight Night, home lies with the wishes of the people.
Janice Quarter, a premier shopping destination. Discover style, adventure, and endless energy. Everything you're looking for is here.
Kobe! Dalian! Hello, hello! How are you guys doing? I would absolutely shout you guys out, but you are literally the only ones here right now, so... Am I hearing Fallout? No, it's not Fallout. This is the title screen of Zenless Zone Zero. On Zenless's title screen, it's basically a old TV where while you're on that screen, you just watch supposed ads playing, and it's all kinds of different ads. But no, it's not actually Fallout. Good reference though. Oh, I really hope that the stream is not gonna crash today. It's gonna be such a pain in the ass if it does again. Hey, Lily. I see there were already some dropped frames. Just a tiny bit, but there were already some dropped frames even while I was still on the starting soon screen. Oh crap. Okay, yeah, I see where the dropped frames were. It was a dip in the frame rate. Oh, please, please, PC, don't crash the stream again. Let me check how the CPU and GPU are doing. CPU is around 40 to 50%, 55-ish. But the GPU is maxed out. Maybe that's where the issue is. You had to refresh? How come, Lily? Is there a problem with the stream?
Watching the sun gently
Sorry about me constantly clearing my throat. Like, when there's something stuck in my throat, I just do it, like, on reflex. I don't even do it intentionally. I think it's me. The stream kind of lagged or something. Oh. It might be on my end, Lily. Let me check. Let me check in OBS. No, it doesn't seem like I've had any more dropped frames, but it might be me. Like, I talked about this a few times yesterday, but basically, yesterday is when you know, the new version of Zenless Zone Zero dropped, and I think like, this wouldn't be a first for Hoyoverse games. But I think the new version might not be properly optimized for weaker computers, which you all, you know, all my regulars, you included, you guys know that I'm working with a very old PC, an 8-year-old PC, and it was never exactly high-end, so that might be causing the issue. And also, yesterday morning, before I started stream, I had a Windows update, which might be causing problems too. I'm not entirely sure. I tried looking into it yesterday after stream, but I couldn't figure it out. So, I don't know. But, yeah. Because of that, while I was using the, you know, the 3D model, stream crashed twice yesterday. And the only way we got it to work was to switch out the 3D model for the old PNG that I used to have before I got this 3D model, and then the stream handled okay. So hopefully the stream will not crash today, but depending on how it handles, or if it does crash again, hopefully not. But if it does crash again, we'll switch to the PNG again. Hey Lily, I see you there on the Twitch side too. So praying for your 8-year-old child. Do not say it like that, Lily. Yeah, do not say it like that. That can be taken out of context, please. That I get that was a joke, but yeah, no. Anyway. Oh, I'm so worried. Okay. Let's see. I say let's just get right into it and see how it handles. I'm gonna test it out, and if I see that it starts to lag a lot, or like if it crashes, again, hopefully it doesn't, but if it crashes, then we'll turn off the 3D model and we'll switch to the PNG. Yeah, I have a PNG, Lily. I haven't used it ever since I got the 3D model, but I do have a PNG. Before I got this 3D model, I used to be a PNG tuber. Because I didn't really know how to get back then I didn't really know how to get myself a 3D model, and I can't exactly afford a Live 2D model, because, you know, like a custom Live 2D model, because those things are expensive as hell. Obscure Dizzy Lord learn. It's not obscure. People that have been watching me, you know, from my early streaming days know about this. Give me just a sec, by the way. I think I'm hearing the dog. I need to see what's going on again. Okay, no. It seems to be okay. It seems like everything's okay. At least I think. Let me just check OBS real quick. Any dropped frames? None for now. Hopefully it stays that way. Bitrate seems to be handling okay, seems to be pretty stable on the OBS side at least. Lily, just one little request. While we're running the stream today, and while I'm using the 3D model, because of yesterday's issues, if you notice any lag, if the stream stutters, or like the image quality of the video decreases suddenly, like drastically decreases, or if the stream freezes or it stutters or anything like that, do let me know immediately. Also, hey XL, yes, obviously this applies to you too, dude. Like if you guys notice the stream stuttering or freezing, or like hopefully not, but like if it starts dying entirely, you know, send a message immediately so that I can see it and I can turn off the 3D model. So far it seems to be handling okay. Nah, pass. God damn it, XL. You just want to watch me suffer, huh? I'm afraid to redeem hydrate for you, because it might crash. Well, you've seen that normally it handles, even this game or anything else, it handles it okay. But yesterday, because of the new version, and I'm guessing it might be also because of the Windows update, it was shitting itself. How you doing though, XL? I hope your day's been going well so far, man. Okay. I'm gonna get Anby to promote the store, because she gets me electrical the electric level up items. It's cold here. Ah, XL. Give me just a sec. Okay, phone is charged up, so I don't need to have it plugged in anymore. So temperature's probably gonna drop. Oh great, I might not be able to go out today. We'll see. Because my phone app is like my weather app on my phone is saying that it's that there's about to be like a light rain or something. But anyway, it is kind of cloudy today, but my 4 degrees Celsius and feels like 1. Yeah, XL, for me right now it says that it's 21 and feels like 22. Tomorrow it's apparently going to drop by a few degrees, but on Saturday it's expected to go up to 24. Okay, let's go ahead and do the dailies real quick. Oh no, please no. Guys, is the stream still live? Okay, I think we're still live. There was a bit of a frame drop though. Oh. Man, that spooked me. Whoops.
How about a cup of joe? A little bitterness can make life.
Yeah, we're skipping this. Also, refresh the Twitch dashboard.
Stopping to take a break can help you go further.
Twitch, don't do this to me. Or rather, OBS, don't do this to me. Oh shit, the bitrate is jumping to 8K now. Oh, I don't know if that's good. Seriously, robot passionate, make coffee. Passionately make the coffee. I mean, that's fair, that's fair. The animations are really cute, but like we see it every time we play the game, so like I'm just I've seen those animations so many times that, you know, I'm just like, okay, yeah, we know the animation, let's just get it over with. Wake up the doggo. Woof woof. I regret my decisions last night, by the way. One, I made a mistake. But two, I shouldn't have pulled at all. You know, I wanted to save my pulls for either for Trigger or for Hugo and Vivian in the next patch. But I was like, you know what? A single pull, or like maybe one or two pulls, at most, won't affect me that much if I did on Ambi's W engine. Well, my stupid ass accidentally hit the 10 pull button instead of the single pull button, and I had just over 10 pulls. So it didn't even ask me if I wanted, you know, it didn't ask me to confirm since I already had the polychromes converted to tapes. And I got nothing, by the way. I just got a random 4-star or something. I don't remember what exactly I got. That hurt. I only intended on doing one or two pulls, and I accidentally did a 10 pull and got jack shit. But before we continue with the story, I'm curious what you guys think. Well, XL more so. Oh, I missed some messages. But I guess it's always sunny Philadelphia, a place I don't live in. I'm curious, XL, what you think of what you think of my Anby build so far. I'm well aware that she's far from perfect, but I'm curious what you think. Here. Because I
Ready
did,
and waiting.
I did spend a little bit of time, farming for her last night. Also, just want to confirm. Okay, I guess Lily's not as afraid of redeeming the hydrate anymore. Thanks for the hydrate, Lily. Show the stats. Yes, I will. I will, Excel. Just I'm just monitoring the stream stats, because the moment Lily redeemed the hydrate, the bitrate on the Twitch dashboard went down by half. It didn't lag right now because we're in the character menu screen, but when we're in the overworld, that might be a different story. So just as a secure measure, try not to redeem it too often today, Lily, until we see how the stream handles. Okay? You randomly decided to show me a video where Soldier 11 and Lycon apparently got their voice actors replaced. Yup, apparently they got recast. Also, welcome, Brian. Is it Brian, by the way, or is the name pronounced differently? I'm not sure if I've seen the name spelled B-R-Y-A-N until now. So just want to make sure I'm not butchering your name. Welcome to the stream. Right. Let me... Lycon's VA situation is really shady. Yeah, so, I've seen conflicting statements, though. Like, and in no way am I saying, oh, the VA is lying. But, like, I don't know what's true. I'm completely, I've said this before, I'm completely on the side of the VAs, when it comes to, you know, the strikes and everything. But I've, he himself posted on social media that he was never informed about the recasting. He found out about it from social media, alongside, you know, like everyone else, alongside the players. Sound Cadence, the studio that apparently does the voiceover for Zenless, they didn't inform him at all. But on the other hand, I'm seeing posts from, apparently from Sound Cadence, and from other sources claiming that they did contact him and asked him if he'd be willing to come back and voice for Lycon, since, you know, he has a major role in this patch's story. And he refused because of the strikes. Which... I'm honestly more so willing. Yeah, and because he said no, but according to Sound Cadence, he didn't want to because of strikes. But however, insisted on having a voice in this patch, they decided to recast him, or at least that's what they're claiming. Which is true, I don't know. I'm more willing, from what I've seen so far, ever since the strike started, I'm more willing to side with the VA. But, you know, for all we know, he might have actually been informed, you know, like, he might have been contacted, and, you know, he decided, to give them the middle finger, and now he's he's saying, oh, they didn't ask me at all to villainize them even more. Which I doubt it, but, we have no proof. How about the other VAs also part of the update? So for right now, all we know is it's technically pronounced the same. Oh yeah, okay, I missed that message earlier. For right now, the only VAs that we're aware of that have been replaced are Soldier 11 and Lycon. I haven't noticed any differences in the other VAs, though I don't know if we've heard any of the other characters aside from Weiss and Bell. Oh yeah, Ellen definitely hasn't been replaced, thank God. But I don't know. I don't know. I do hate that. That they're recasting people. Like, I'm sorry, but people need to just stop defending the poor innocent billion-dollar company. Like, Hoyo needs to get their heads out of their asses and just make an agreement with the VAs at this point. Yeah, we still don't exactly know why there were so many recastings of Sokaku. Like, I like her current VA. Absolutely no offense to the second voice actor that they cast for Sokaku, but the first and the current VA are good, although I do think that the first one was the best. But the second VA really did not match Sokaku's energy. Same kind of with Soldier 11's VA, by the way. Like, the new VA is not doing a bad job. She's managing to match the original VA pretty well overall, but honestly, she has a lot less energy than the original VA in the lines. It's like it's not monotone per se, but like it's a lot more toned down. So just a quick question: does Hoyoverse ever have any management in the voice actors? Because I'm pretty sure the voice acting companies are what controls that outside of Hoyoverse, demanding that the updates. Yes and no. Basically, Hoyoverse sends the scripts to the voiceover studio, and the studio is in charge of bringing the VAs in to to record the lines. But whether someone gets recast or not is up to Hoyoverse. Because basically the recording studio, aside from the physical, aside from the physical location, with the equipment and everything, which Hoyoverse is in China. I think it's in China, or like was it in Singapore or something like that? I can't remember. But like Hoyoverse's physical locations are in Asia, and the English VAs are in the U.S. So they can't very well go to China or Singapore or whatever. Every time new voice lines need to be recorded, they record from a location in the States. But the point is that aside from the physical location of the recording studio in the U.S., the studio itself is just the middleman between Hoyoverse and the voice actors. From what I've read, at least, and I have tried to do research on this just to be more informed, but from what I understand, at least, the studio themselves don't have any say as to who gets recast, or like when they have a new character, who gets cast in the role. The studio is involved in the castings, but it's Hoyoverse that makes the decisions, since it's their game. For example, the way I'm guessing it works is the studio organizes the casting calls when a new character is about to be cast, but there is always at least one representative of Hoyoverse at the castings to make the decision on who gets cast in the role for that new character. Hey Arthur, how you doing, man? It's not the studio themselves making these decisions. Like, for example, let's say that on a different example, let's say that a voice actor is causing problems for the production. Just woke up and chilling before work. Be like, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, Brian. Let's say on a different example that a VA is causing problems for the production. Like, for example, they're difficult to work with, or they refuse to come into work, or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying that I've seen cases of voice actors, being like that. I'm just saying, just as an example. The studio just has trouble with that voice actor, because they're like a difficult person to work with in any regard. In a situation like that, it's not the studio themselves that decide, okay, you're out, we're casting someone else. They contact Hoiverse and they tell them, okay, like this person is causing us trouble. They're delaying the recordings, or they're not coming into work, or they're a menace to work with. Like they're constantly getting on everyone's nerves. Like they're being a total diva or something like that. What can we do about this? And it's Hoiverse's call. What happens after that? Like, depending on how severe they judge the situation to be, they could just tell the studio, it's not that bad. Just tell them to shut up. About whatever they're whining about, and just to record their lines. Or like they'll get in touch with the VA, tell them, okay, rein it in a little bit. Or they could just, the Hoiverse themselves could just tell the VA, okay, either shape up or you're out. But yeah, it's been a mess and a half ever since the strike started, and Hoiverse has just been really stubborn about about actually coming to to a middle ground with the VA so that everything can go back to normal. Yeah, it's a messy situation, Brian, but it is what it is. Anyway, again, hopefully the stream will not crash today. But let me show you guys what I have for Anby so far.
Anby.
She's far from perfect, by the way. I fully acknowledge that. But I did try to build her a little bit yesterday. I've gotten up to core skill D. And holy shit, the asshole that drops these things, XL knows how lazy I am with farming in Hoiverse games because my RNG luck is absolute trash. But like, I did not realize that this asshole has 2 HP bars. Give me just a sec, by the way, the dog's going ballistic in the kitchen. Okay, there we go. Hey, by the way, Brian, just you'll have to forgive me for the moment of shilling for myself, but I'm actually currently dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube. If you like the vibes here, feel free to drop a sub on YouTube too. We're getting ever so closer to hitting 500 subs. I mean, we're still quite a ways away, but every sub counts, man. Of course, no pressure at all. If you don't feel like it, not gonna be mad or anything. But hey, when you're still a small channel, if you don't chill for yourself, no one else will. Although, is it just me or is it only the English voice actors that have this problem? Yes. Yes, but from what I've read, from what I understand, in China, Japan, and Korea, the voice actors are actually getting compensated properly, and they have much better protection against this AI bullshit, even without unionization. Whereas in the U.S. for the English voiceover, they apparently don't have this protection, and they don't have good compensation unless they're in a union, and the union is very strict about their work conditions. Well, that's Asia bias if I ever heard of it. Okay, I'm not gonna make any claims like that. because this is not just like in one specific country being better than than the West, so that you say, oh, China's just being biased or anything like that. No, I'm not gonna make any claims like that. But I think it's more so that maybe I would say that voice actors in the U.S. are not being, that they're not seen as worthy of respect as in Asia. Like, for example, because of the anime industry, I'm sure you know that voice actors are much more respected and highly revered than in the U.S. Like in Asia, like in Japan, an anime voice actor is like being a recognized, a renowned anime voice actor is a really big thing. A lot of anime don't have good EN dub, so arguable. Okay, that's a whole different topic, Brian. But that used to be the case in the past, like maybe 15, 20 years ago. Nowadays, obviously to each their own. Like you're not required to like English dubbed anime, but nowadays, obviously there are some that are good. Well, nowadays there are a lot of anime that have really, really good dubs. There are obviously the occasional stinkers. I'm never gonna defend a good like a bad dub, but there are a lot of English dubbed anime nowadays that they're actually really, really good. But the point is, unlike in Japan, for example, where an anime voice actor is very highly revered and like respected, in the U.S., in most cases, unless you're like among the upper echelon of voice actors for any kind of voiceovers, be it cartoons or Japanese anime or anything like that, if you're not among among the top percentage of the most popular voice actors, companies will just look at you and like, protection, pay, like pension and insurance. You just do funny voices for cartoons. What do you mean you have rights? That's literally how companies see voice actors. From what I've seen, what I've read online, that's literally how companies in the West see voice actors. You just make funny voices for cartoons. What do you mean you have rights? But yeah, anyway. Skills. Aside from the, what was this one again? Oh yeah, the dodge button. Aside from the dodge, which I haven't upgraded at all so far, we have 8, 9, 9, 8. We have all the way up to D. And as for the equipment, unfortunately, I don't have any better W engines for her right now. So I have Anton's W engine on her at level 50, and it is like upgraded once, like, what was it, overclocked once. And here are the discs that I have on her. They're not perfect, but I got them as close to what is recommended as possible. This is the best that I was able to get so far. I do wonder why my favorite anime has such terrible dub and aired only within the last 2 years. Which anime is that, Brian? Because like I said, I will never defend a bad dub, but if people are shitting on an actually good dub, I will fight them. Like, obviously not literally, but I will have a debate with them about that. Because I'm not saying that you're doing that, but like there are a lot of quote unquote purists that just shit on English dubs just because, oh, but it's not the original Japanese audio, so obviously it's bad. Oshinoko? Okay, I will say Oshinoko, even though it is a high value production, like it has like a lot of fans, and like the series' reputation in general, both the manga and the anime, is very high. I will say I kind of dropped it after like episode 6 or 7 because I don't know, maybe I'll get back into it, but the story it kind of lost me at one point. But from what I've seen of the English dub of that show, it's not bad, but there are instances where, in my personal opinion, the delivery could have been done better. Here's another example though. Like one of the currently airing anime that I do really like, Dr. Stone. I don't know if you watch that, but Dr. Stone's English dub is chef's kiss. That is amazing. Just looks bad compared to the JP dub. I don't think I've seen the Japanese voiceover of Oshinoko, but again, keep in mind that it's not that it's necessarily bad. Well, what I wanted to say, Brian, is that some bad deliveries in the English dub doesn't justify calling the entirety of the dub bad, but I do agree that the delivery on some lines could have been better. But let's also be fair. In general, with the exception of some voice actors that have just been divas in the past, I mean, not just for Oshinoko, but in general in the voice acting industry, for the most part, when a delivery is not done properly, or like the dub in general is not done properly, it's mostly usually the fault of the ADR director, not the voice actor themselves. Anyway, XL, if you're still here, what do you think of the discs that I have on Ambi? But yeah, Brian, I'm glad that you're at least a little bit understanding, because I've had these kinds of debates with a lot of people before, and so many, like, not everyone, but so many of the people, so many of the people that that are for subs only, they literally just go, oh, it's not the original Japanese version, sub better, dub bad, just because it's English dub. Hey, Geen. Stats are good. Do you think the stats are okay, though? They're not perfect by any means, but, like, are they okay, at least? Second favorite anime has a pretty damn good dub. Does it answer your question? What? Throwing shit at me? So they're bad? First one is great. Yeah, I actually think that this one is really good, yeah. Now it looks fine so far. Okay. Yeah, they're far from perfect, but I think they're pretty okay, for a first day build. And she does pretty okay damage. I'm actually pretty okay with her so far. Okay, before we get into the story, what are the main stats on Ambi? Give me a sec. Oh, God. Oh, no, it seems to be fine. For a second there, I thought that the game was lagging. Let me just really quickly check the bitrate and the stats. Okay, it seems to be okay, I think. I also just usually don't want to get stuck and obsessed over things like that for long. Yeah, that's fair. But, yeah, some people are just really, stubborn when it comes to, oh, dub bad, original Japanese audio always better. Like, dude, just go watch your subs if you're so, or if you're so against the dubs. Stop shitting on other people's likes. Sorry to leave for a bit because I spilled a drink. That's okay, Lily. Hope you managed to clean it up. 4 is iffy. iffy a bit, but overall, okay. Let me see. What was 4 again? I mean, the recommended main stat for 4 is crit rate, which is why I got that. And for the substats, this is just the best that I was able to get. I tried to roll several different ones, but this is the best one that I was able to get so far. Hey, fun guy. My neuron be going wild when I see vampire, not gonna lie. True. One crit damage there too. Oh, really? On GameMate.co, the recommended. Oh, you mean for the substats? I was gonna say for the main stat on 4, it recommends crit rate, but yeah, for the substats on all of the discs, GameMate.co recommends attack, crit rate, and crit damage. Oh, and penetration. But again, this is the best that I've been able to get so far. I didn't exactly have a good first impression to anime dub, since my first ever anime has a very weird dub, since the voices didn't really fit how the characters even looked and their personalities. What anime was that, Brian? I'm very curious, because I'm always up for a discussion when it comes to dubbed anime. Again, I will never defend a bad dub, but I will fight you if you shit on a good dub.
Standing by.
Another thing, by the way. Oh, show overall stats. Yeah, fair. This is what we have so far. It was, Ooh, okay, so... I've only seen... The dub just sounded really weird to me. I haven't watched any of the Fate anime. I only tried Fate Zero years ago. I could not get into it. To each their own, of course. But, I have heard some mixed things about Fate. About the Fate dub, yes. I will not defend it. But I'm from the clips that I've seen, it's not bad per se. But, like, I have heard some mixed things about that dub. But also, the Fate anime is just weird, man. Especially, Prisma Ilia. And also, yes, Fate series was my first ever anime. Jesus, yeah. She needs more crit damage. I know, Geen, but I haven't been able to get, better discs so far. Also, I definitely have discs that give her penetration ratio, but why is it at 0%? If you won't be getting her W engine, you want... you want to aim about 100% crit damage. 100 crit damage at least. I see, okay. Hey, Storm! Lost my chance with Treeby unless I do the story and use Jade. Went to exclusive. Hey, if you don't get Treeby, you can go for Mighty. Penetration percentage different. Oh, really? Okay. See, XL, this is how bad I am with building characters in Zenless so far. I did not know about that. If you open all stats, you will see. How do I do that? Oh, here. Patricia. Oh! Okay, I see it. Oh, you're going for Castris. Fair. Okay, so penetration ratio and penetration are basically the same as crit rate and crit damage. Pen is crit damage, penetration ratio is crit rate. Like the equivalents. Plus, don't get me wrong, the only destruction character I have is Firefly. That's fair. Would be good to having Treeby for Castris or a Robin. I have heard that as well, Keen. Which is why I'm happy that I managed to get Treeby. Now I'm very conflicted on whether I should pull for Mighty because I really do want that angry boy. But I really want Castris. Okay,
Standing by.
let's get back to the story because I'm still waiting on a call or a text about it. So I don't know yet, but there is a chance that I might have to end a little bit early today. So I don't know if we'll be able to finish the story today. We'll have to see. So let's get into it and see how far we can get. So guessing you heard not so pleasant things about Fate Collide. Because your reaction to me seeing to me saying that made me can't blame me. It's not only like I'm not saying that the anime is bad because as someone who has never actually played FGO or watched fully watched any of the Fate animes, I can't really judge, so I'm not going to. But from the clips that I've seen, having fanservice moments, like lewd-ish fanservice moments in anime is perfectly fine. Having lewd fanservice moments with you know, certain types of characters, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, that's where I draw the line. I'm not gonna judge anyone, you know, you watch what you watch as long as it's not, actually illegal. But I am gonna disagree with you. No, that's the thing, Bran. I like any degenerate weeb, I enjoy myself a good amount of fan service, but do not put that amount of fan service with characters like Ilya and Chloe or whatever the dark-skinned one's name was. And I think it's exactly Chloe that is the lewdest among those. Holy shit, they look like they're 10. Do not make them do what they do in that anime. There's nothing, legitimately explicit from what little I've seen of clips on YouTube, but holy... I don't know which studio animated that series, but, no. Anyway. Though I guess it's not just the animation studio, but whoever wrote the scripts for that series. It was Silverlink. Wait, isn't Silver? Oh no, I was gonna say isn't Silverlink the one that animates ReZero, but no, that's Silver Fox. Or was it White Fox? I can't remember the name of the studio. Anyway, back to the game, because we've been yapping a lot. Weiss, although the mayor and Lycon seem reluctant to let us get involved in this matter, we can investigate on our own. That's right. If the warning letter is true, this is a major issue concerning the safety of New Eridu. White Fox animates ReZero. Oh yeah, it was White Fox, not Silver Fox. Thank you, Brian. By the way, just gonna say it again since we are getting more into the game now. Please, 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 if you guys notice, substantial stuttering in the stream, if it lags, or the stream freezes, or it crashes at any point, please let me know in chat immediately, because while I'm looking at the game screen, I might not notice right away. And after yesterday's issues, I want to find out as quickly as possible if this starts happening again, so that I can turn off the 3D model and switch to the PNG. I did go and read the manga, Fate Collide, and guess what I found? There's so many scenes of fan service that are anime only. Yeah, because, again, they may stay within the legal bounds as far as I'm aware, but Japan is Japan, and they're gonna try to appeal to as many degens as possible, as long as they don't go completely, into the illegal fields. They're gonna try to to appeal to as many degens as possible in, in all kinds of fields, so that they can sell more product. Thankfully, we haven't had this fan service problem ever since Season 4 started. Wait! Fate Collide has 4 seasons? I didn't even know that. Huh, interesting. Alright. Sacrifice, Exaltist, Bringer. There might be a deeper secret behind all of this. And it could even be related to our teacher. No matter what, we can't just sit back and do nothing. Oh wow, I didn't know that, Brian. Morning, Dixie. But before that, let's make time to go over our tactics properly. For now, let's call it a day. Feels like too much has happened. By the way, Weiss, did you notice Hugo's Mockingbird disguise seems to be just a mask? I noticed. The mask is enough to conceal his entire identity. Is it though? Yeah, I noticed. They're working on either another season or a movie for it. Oh, okay. Well, that just shows how successful that one is. You know how many people watch it, even with the completely degen fan service. So maybe starting with Unlimited Blade Works. If you ever want to try again one day. I mean, we'll see. I'm not making any promises, but the reason I tried years ago with Fate Zero was because I was told, even though the timeline of the Fate series in its entirety is apparently an absolute shit show, I was told that chronologically Fate Zero is the best point to start. But that, I think it was the first episode, I think is a 1 hour long episode. That first episode lost me so quickly. I don't think I even managed to get through the first half of that episode. It was, I'm sorry, but this is just my personal opinion, of course, but that first episode was so boring. I couldn't even get through the entire episode. I'm not sure, Dixie. I think sometimes Twitch just gives like a good amount at the start, to incentivize you to keep watching, so that you keep accumulating more points. I don't exactly have confidence in Silver Link anymore, though. They did pretty well for those past 4 seasons and the first movie, but the second movie, as well as some of the other stuff. So, right. Well, it's kind of like with another studio that is a good example, Brian, is JC Staff. They have some amazing productions, but at the same time, they also have stuff like whatever the hell One Punch Man Season 2 was. Maybe I could... but I could also work more for people that already know what Fate is. I don't know, because I haven't watched it yet. Okay. I see. Again, Geen. Yo, Hiro! Hey, man. Have you been? Yeah, again, in general, I know next to nothing about the Fate series in general. I've just seen a few random clips here and there on YouTube, and, I just from stuff online, I know a teensy bit of a couple of the characters. In fact, the first movie, Fate Collide, genuinely amazing, even by Fate series anime standards, which is insane considering the others had Ufotable animating it. That's fair. The only character that I kinda know a teensy little bit about, honestly, from the Fate series in general, is Mordred. I like me some tomboy Mordred. I don't know anything about her actual lore, like just like snippets that I've read online, but from all the art that I've seen online of Mordred, whoo-wee! Anyway, let's get into the game. That sounds like a lot... Wait. That sounds a lot like a certain classic character's glasses. Wait, did I misread that? I'm not sure if I misread that. Alright, no more jokes. Let's take some time to rest. The lore is gender bent King Arthur's lore. Wait, isn't that, Is it... isn't that one of the other characters? What was, Arturia Pendragon or whatever her name was? I can't remember what other name... Saber. Isn't she gender bent, Arthur? Yeah, no, I was talking about Mordred, not Saber. Again, Hiro, you would know more than me if you've actually watched Fate. I know next to nothing about the series in general. I just like what I've seen online of the character. Gender bent and transgender are different things, I would say, Brian. But yeah. From what I've seen, a lot of the characters in Fate are just gender-bent versions of like historical figures, not transgender. But yeah, if you know anything about the Knights of the Round Table, you know the backstory. Well, I don't know. Like, I know of the Knights of the Round Table, but I don't know the specifics. I'm not really much of a history buff. Different versions of a Fate character. Yeah, exactly. Okay. After sweet, refreshing sleep, you feel reinvigorated. Wise, let's discuss how we're gonna investigate the Exaltists. Let's start by investigating Bringer. Yeah, that's what I think too. The Commissioner's hasty closure of the case seems a bit suspicious. We should definitely find Zhu Yuan and get some more information first. I'll go investigate at PubSec. Mordred is King Arthur's son, who basically starts a war with him. Oh yeah, now that you said it, Hiro, I think I have read something about that. But that was years ago, so I barely remember anything about it. Was told that Fate's Strange Fake aired recently. I don't even know what that is, Brian. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never even heard of Fate's Strange Fake. Alright, I'll leave it to you then. I'll also gather some information on the internet. Take care and come back soon, Wise. Yeah. If we don't manage to finish the story today, we will continue. We'll continue on the next stream, where we'll, just putting it out there, since I did mention that that I might have to end a little bit early today. If we don't manage to finish it today, we'll continue to on the next stream, where we'll wrap up this and potentially the HSR story as well. Basically, actual gender accurate King Arthur and stuff. Oh, I see, okay. Most of the knights are correct gender. It's mainly first Arthur and Mordred that are gender bent. Oh, okay. I see. From what little I know though about the Fate series in general, yes, the characters are based on those historical figures, but Fate has just grown so much, as a series with its own lore and stuff like that, that even though the characters are based on those historical figures, they've just become they've become their own entities at this point. Like, I would say that at this point they are those historical figures in name only. But you guys know more than me, so, feel free to tell me that I'm wrong if I am. These are just my observations from what I've seen. You'd think, but a lot of their motivations are based on their experiences while they were alive. Oh, really? Okay. See,
I'll
we're
have to
changed the
work
most.
overtime to finish this mission report.
Okay.
I'll have to work overtime to finish this mission report.
Yeah.
You're here.
Yep, I am. Oh, it's you. What can I do for you? I wanted to ask about Bringer. You saw the news, I'm sure. The commissioner closed the case, citing personal misconduct. I already found it strange and wanted to investigate further, but there's been a lot of obstacles. Why the cake game? By the way, Brian, I just hope that whether it's like yeah, in the game or yo Hiro, thank you so much for the resub, man. 20 months, dude. Yo. He likes to wait. He likes the chick on the screen. Wait, Hiro, do you mean me or do you mean Weiss, the character in the game? I do, but I like a lot of the characters in Zenless. What was I gonna say? I completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. Brian, I was just gonna say, whether it's what I'm doing in the game or all the discussions that we're having about anime and stuff like that. I just hope that you're enjoying the vibes here, that you're having a fun time in my stream. Have a great rest of your stream. Okay, Lily. Have a good rest of your day too. Go get some rest. I think it's evening for you at this point, right? Wait, Gin, why are you laughing at me? What'd I do? What'd I do? So is there anyone on the YouTube site at all? There is no one on the YouTube site. Holy shit. Also, by the way, apparently, even though Twitch has had this rule, since they allowed multi-streaming, that you're not allowed to mix chats on screen. Apparently, a lot of streamers have been doing it regardless because Twitch doesn't enforce that rule. So I can't promise exactly when I'll do it, but I might actually look into bringing YouTube chat on screen as well at some point. Guys, is the stream lagging for anyone else? Dixie's saying that the stream is lagging. Is it lagging for anyone else? Okay, Hiro, I'm asking simply because we had technical difficulties a lot yesterday, so it is possible that the stream might be shitting itself. Okay, as long as it's not going bad for anyone else, then it's probably just on Dixie's side. Thank you, guys. Thank you, because it's just me. Like, yeah, computer. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, it could be that right now. Hopefully it's just that and not my PC shitting itself again. Anyway, let's continue with the game. This would probably lag if I was playing this on my 12-year-old laptop. Well, Brian, my current PC that I'm streaming from is 8.5 years old, and when I built it in 2016, some of the parts were already refurbished instead of new, so yeah. It's as if there's a hidden force that doesn't want me to get involved in this matter any further. Sounds suspicious. Yes, but it could also be my sensitive position. As far as I know, after the case was closed, it seems left behind by Inspector Bringer. Wait, the items left behind by Inspector Bringer were all sent to Hollow Special Operations for processing. However, those items have already been screened within the Bureau, and there's nothing suspicious about them. If you're still worried, you can also go there later and ask. Oh, by the way, Hiro, yeah, I'm getting distracted again, but like, I have a question for you. Unfortunately, my LG G4, which I've had for 8 years now, is dying. Like, legitimately dying. It's falling apart physically and software-wise at this point. So I have a question. Have you ever heard of the phone brand Nothing? Like the Nothing phone. It's a, from what I've seen, they're mostly a budget to mid-range phone line. Do you have any opinion of them? Because they're far from perfect, of course. Because again, like I said, from what I've seen, they're mostly a budget / mid-range phone line. But pretty well rated and seems like an interesting phone. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to ask what your opinion was because for the price that you're paying, they look really good value. And, you know, price to specs comparisons, they seem to be arguably, you know, the best value among my other options, since I can't really spend that much on a new phone. And I am, like, I haven't 100% decided yet, but I am actually leaning quite a bit towards getting a Nothing Phone 3A, the newest model that just came out last week. So, I've seen some mixed reviews because some people think that the chipset in the new 3A is weak for that price point. Others say that it's more than good enough. So yeah, I'd recommend them if you're willing to do away with some of the quality of life stuff that comes with a main brand name. Like what, for example? I may not be an expert on PC hardware, but I do know a little bit more about PC hardware than I do about phone hardware. So, when you say the quality of life stuff on flagships and main brand stuff, I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Hey, Kim! Okay, hopefully YouTube is not gonna ding me for this music. So like the features that would come with a Samsung or Google phone that come from years of feedback from users. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, but thanks to Hydrate Storm. But like, give me an example of such features. Like what would those features be? For example, I'm not entirely sure. Why is you streaming to the hardest beat ever? That was from Kim's stream, not mine, Dixie. What does everyone here do with most of their time nowadays? Well, I either work on illustrations or animations when I'm not streaming, Brian, or, you know, I do my dailies in the gacha game so that I can save for characters that I want. Like how it feels to use the OS. Oh, I see. Well, this is one of the things that really draws me into the Nothing phone, actually, because from what I've seen, from what little I've seen, the Nothing OS is actually really clean, unlike really clean and simplistic, which I really like. Unlike, for example, the Hyper OS that Xiaomi has nowadays, which my mother got a Xiaomi Redmi Note 13 Pro last year in September, I think it was, and it is garbo. It's pretty similar to iOS. Oh, really? Like, I have seen some similarities, but I haven't experienced it enough to be able to tell. Just read fanfics. That's fair. But yeah, Hiro, I thought that you were talking more about like other features like wireless charging and stuff like that, which a lot of people have been bitching about the 3A and the Nothing phones in general, that they don't have wireless charging. And sure, that may be convenient. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I couldn't give less of a shit about wireless charging. Like, and yes, I know that I'm behind the times with this, but, hey Ichigo! Welcome to the stream, I hope you're doing better today. But, I know that I might be behind the times with this, but, I hate more of the fact that nowadays, more recent phones don't have a 3.5mm jack for wired earbuds than I care about wireless charging. Still don't use wireless charging with my Google Pixel or iPhone. That's fair. Ichigo can see your message on screen, Dixie, so yeah. Yeah, to me it's more annoying that newer phones don't have 3.5mm jacks anymore than I care about wireless charging. Because aside from my wireless earbuds, which I use when I go to work out, I still use wired earbuds, so not having the jack is really annoying to me. Which means that I'll have to buy an additional cable to plug into the phone with a USB-C, and plug that, plug the earbuds into that to be able to listen to music on my phone with wired earbuds. But yeah, in terms of other stuff regarding the Nothing phone and stuff like that, like, I've looked at Google phones. They're, like, from what I've seen, they don't have bad specs in general, but they're either out of my budget a little bit, like a little bit to a lot, or for the budget that I'm able to spend on this new phone. They have similar specs, but like, let's say for example, half of the storage, or the chipset is older or stuff like that. So yeah, I am definitely really considering a Nothing phone, but the only reason I haven't bought one yet, although it's probably gonna be really soon, is that I have to dip into a savings fund that I have. That is in a USD right now to buy that Nothing phone, and I have to convert money from that savings fund from USD to Bulgarian levs. The problem with that is that the US dollar is currently dipping in the exchange market, so I'm gonna be screwing myself if I convert, with these rates. I wish myself for having so many out at once. That's what certification is for. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's get back to the game. If you're still worried, you can also go there later and ask. Also, my colleagues at PubSec, most of us have worked with the Spectrum Bringer to some extent, so they might know something. I would love to investigate with you, but I've been busy lately. There's an organ trafficking case recently, and some other odd missing persons cases as well. No worries, I'll investigate on my own first. Alright, just let me know if you have any questions. But yeah, Hiro, I definitely appreciate the opinion, because the more opinions I gather about the Nothing brand, since I literally only found out about that brand in January. I did not know that that brand existed until then. I'm very curious about that. Time to get back to that 24-hour. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean, Kim? Are you doing a 24-hour stream, or are you doing a 24-hour shift at work or something? Either way, good luck with that. Oh, 24-hour stream. Wait, did you announce it on Twitter? I might have missed that. Yeah, good luck with the stream then, Kim. Hello, how can I help you? Did you know Bringer? You mean Inspector Bringer? Oh no, he's not Inspector, and he's not Inspector anymore. I'm not very familiar with him, but I did help organize the things he left behind. Looking at it now, I guess they can be considered his estate. Is there anything special about them? Special? No. Just very ordinary things. However, I heard from other colleagues that Bringer had a notebook he never parted with. But I couldn't find this notebook in his belongings. It's probably lost somewhere. If I was asked to do a 24-hour shift, I would quit. Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, everything has been sent to Hollow Special Operations. I think it was Section 6. Of course it was Section 6. Yanagi's gonna be handling that. Maybe it's because the higher-ups suspect there's a mole in PubSec. Hey, talking to the Bangbu. Hello, citizen. Is there anything I can help you with? Did you know Bringer? Mr. Bringer, I know. I once caught him in the bathroom secretly recording his to-do list for the next day with a tape recorder. Probably worried that he would forget otherwise. Is human memory really that short? Or was it just Mr. Bringer? However, if there had been others in the bathroom at the time, Mr. Bringer probably wouldn't have done that. It's because I'm a bang boo that I happened to witness something like this. Okay, well that was kind of useless. And this guy. Is there a problem, citizen? Do you know about Bringer? About Bringer? Wait, you're not a reporter, are you? Of course not. I'm just a curious citizen. Oh, good. Bosses told us not to talk about Bringer, probably worried about reporters being careless with what they write. I really don't know why he turned out this way. He used to be a good person. Many years ago, after he came out of a hollow, his entire personality shifted. I thought it was because he was injured in the hollow or had witnessed something terrible. But that operation was very successful. He rescued many citizens from the hollow and emerged completely unscathed. How strange. Enjoy the alert, kiddo, and thanks so much for stopping by. Do you have any other information? I remember now. It seems like Bringer's had memory issues for a long time, always forgetting stuff. Back then, we even suggested he keep a diary or something, though I'm not sure if he ever listened to us. I don't know anything more than that. After inquiring around, you gather a lot of information about Bringer. You share this information with Shuyen and agree to meet at Hollow Special Operations. Looks like I still need to check the items left by Bringer. I'll head to HSO now. Alright. Yeah, I have a feeling that we won't be able to finish the story today. I do hope that we will, but I don't think we will. Please no. There was a slight cut in the audio there for a second. Stream seems to be handling okay, but there was a slight cut in the audio for like a second there, which could mean the other PC struggling. Let me check. Yeah, GPU still at 100%. CPU and CPU, VRAM, they're doing okay. Yeah, Hoyo games seem to be very GPU heavy.
Today's training.
You're here. Juliet has already told me about the current situation. We've already found all of Bringer's belongings. Nothing unusual so far. I heard he had a notebook. I heard he had some tape recordings. There are indeed a few tapes. They're all here. Our colleagues have already listened to these tapes. They're just routine meeting. They're just routine meeting minutes and similar recordings. Nothing out of the ordinary. After carefully inspecting the tapes, you find one that feels different from the rest. It seems a bit heavier. Do you need to play these tapes again? There shouldn't be any need for that. These recordings have already been reviewed by both Hollow Special Operations and PubSec, so there shouldn't be any issues. There's one that's heavier than the others. There might be something hidden inside. Indeed, the weight of this tape is different from the others. Let's take a closer look. After carefully examining the special tape recording, you discover that there seems to be an encrypted message within. I see. This must be the reason for its weight. But how can we decrypt it? I can try to crack it. Then we'll leave it to you. Oh, okay, it's gonna be this one. Come on. There we go. As always, guys, by the way, make sure to go and leave a like on the YouTube stream as well. It really helps out the analytics. And anyone who's not subbed, go drop a sub there. We need all the help we can get. You did it, as expected. Looks like there's new content that can be played on the tape now. That's interesting. I didn't know secret information could be hidden this way. What secret? Sokaku wants to know. Thank you for the hydrate, Dixie. Just even considering the timeout, the cooldown, not timeout. Even considering the cooldown of the hydrate redeem, Dixie, just try not to redeem the hydrate too often today until we're sure that they fix the optimization issues in the game, so that we don't crash the stream like yesterday. I dropped the quality with that so much. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong one. I also just realized Miyabi's height is. Oh yeah, Miyabi's short. A lot of her ears. Yeah. Miyabi's height includes her ears. Yeah, that's funny as hell. And here, look at the funny thing. She's shorter than Weiss even with her ears. Let me just really quickly check. Yabby's a little cutie. She is. She is. Okay. Jian, are you nervous? I don't know, but I have a bad feeling about this. After all, he put so much effort into hiding this. There might really be an answer inside. Thanks for the stretch, kiddo. And the posture check. Ooh. And throwing shit at me. 1.2k Tanzaku is not anything special, Dixie. Like, you get... I think you get, like, I think, like, 20 to 50 Tanzaku just, like, every 5 to 10 minutes just from watching the stream. Or I think it might even be more, like, up to 100 or something. I don't remember how many. I think it's random or something. I don't know. I also keep remembering about the fact that Stell is the tallest playable female in HSR. That is true. That is absolutely true, yes. Spent like 140k on Kim's stream redeeming turtle sex for 2 hours. I do remember that, Hiro. Holy crap, I remember that stream. That was a nightmare having to sit through that. 10 every 5 minutes. Right, yeah. Well, I think that's because you haven't been in the Twitch streams for very long, so you haven't accumulated like a streak or anything like that. And also, you know, when you're subbed, you get more. You get a multiplier. There's an audio redeem, Dixie. There's an audio redeem on Kim's stream that it plays the sound that turtles make. A specific sound that turtles make, you know, when they're doing the dirty. Anyway. Should we listen to it later? Let's listen to it now. You're right. No matter what, I have to face the truth.
All right, let's get started.
The cassette that Bringer left behind starts playing.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works. Let's say these are my last words. I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save those civilians, so I'm not in good shape. Unfortunately, we came up against a horde of ethereals right after that.
Because it's funnier that way, Dixie.
I rushed over to fight them off and tried to save the civilians, but in the thick of all the fighting, I turned back and realized that I was somehow alone. Nobody was behind me. Luckily, I managed to defeat the ethereals, but the wounds and corruption I sustained in doing so should be fatal. I don't mean to cast the blame at all here, and if any of my colleagues ever pick up this cassette, I hope that nobody is ever held accountable. It's just human nature. It's normal. I just have a few regrets. Huh? Oh, what's that over there?
You hear a long, raspy, and creepy voice?
I've seen a miracle.
Did it say voice? A noise. You hear a long, raspy, and creepy noise, not voice.
Yes, that thing is right. So long as humanity is in constant conflict against the Hollows, we'll never be able to grasp true power. Only by embracing everything. It's the only way. Only by embracing this power can everyone survive. Oh, Creator, please grant me this.
So, Hiro, just to confirm what you said earlier, you're saying that the Nothing OS on the Nothing phones it looks similar and maybe works similar, if I understand correctly, to to iOS. Like, how similar is it? Like, is it still it? Or are you saying that that they're trying that the Nothing OS is trying to mimic iOS, or is it still like basically normal Android, but it kind of has similarities visually to iOS? Pretty similar. Okay, okay. But similar in a good or in a bad way? What would you say? Because the only experience that I've had with the Nothing phones iOS, like the Nothing phones Nothing OS, is the couple of minutes that I swiped through it in the store that I went to. In a good way. iOS is very easy to use. I mean, I have heard that from a lot of iPhone users, but generally I don't like Apple products, as you know. I don't like iOS. From what I've seen in years ago, maybe they've improved it in more recent iPhones, but generally I don't like iOS. That's why I'm more of an Android person. But if it's good, yeah, but it's an Android phone. Okay, 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 okay. That's fair. If it's good. That's fair. That's fair. Again, I'm not trying to shit on one brand or the other. I'm just trying to gather opinions because the Nothing phone did grab my attention, and I am very much leaning towards getting. Guys, are we back? Guys? Hello? Yeah, I think all the throwables kind of killed stream for a second there. 17 viewers ripoff. Wait, what do you mean 17 viewers ripoff? I'm refreshing the Twitch dashboard right now, so I don't see the stats. And also, OBS doesn't show any stats right now. Oh, off rip. Oh yeah, I read that wrong. Off rip. To me it says 0 viewers. It's not showing me the viewer counter. But if we actually have that many viewers, then damn. 8 viewers now. Yeah, to me it's still showing 0 viewers. Guess it doubled. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, try to calm down a little bit with the with the throwables for now, because too many all at once, I guess, became a little bit too much for my PC. With with how heavy this new update is of the game. Nah, you're fine. You're fine. Like, a few here and there is fine, but I guess too many consecutive one after another, it became a little bit much for the PC. Because I guess they still haven't fully optimized this new version of the game. Let me just refresh the dashboard one more time, because I'm not seeing the stream duration timer at all, nor the whatchamacallit, the viewer count. They're just stuck at 0. Thankfully, though, it didn't actually fully kill the stream. Is it streaming on YouTube? As far as I can tell, it is still live on YouTube, yes. YouTube thankfully has this failsafe where before it disconnects the stream, at least in most cases, it waits for up to like a couple of minutes to see if the feed will come back, and then it cuts it off. So as far as I can see on the dashboard on YouTube, it is still live. Okay, there we go. Now I can see the stream duration and the viewer count. So yeah, you're fine, Hiro. You know that normally you can spam the throwables as much as you want when we're doing something else, like drawing or playing any other game, even like Genshin or HSO or something like that. But this new update in Zenless just seems to be heavier, like a little bit too heavy for my PC. And when these redeems are spammed a bit too much, it makes the stream shit itself. Yep, I think we're back, Geen. I think we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, we've been back for a while. Yeah, for a few minutes, like for 4 or 5 minutes now. I think we might have... I crashed his stream eating shit. Yeah! If only I had a better PC. But alas. Anyway. Let's get back to the game. The room is left in complete silence as the cassette finishes playing. Julian in particular looks crestfallen. You open a commission shop yet? Nope, not yet. Are you okay, Julian?
Are you okay, Julian? Don't be so down.
It's been 3 years. I know. I never promised, though, that I would, because I am trying to work on several things. And, I'm considering the commission shop, how much time it would take away from the other things that I'm trying to work on. And if I'll be able to do that. That's why I'm hesitant to make any promises about, say, about starting up opening up commissions officially. Making decent money with the other stuff? Not yet, but if with how much work I'm putting into it, I'm hoping that I will eventually. Which is why, but it's obviously it's taking a lot of time. Which is why until I'm able to actually put it into action and see if I'll be able to make it work, I can't do that yet, because with so little experience, I can't guarantee that commissions will get me anything either. I'm just check OBS real quick. Okay. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Please have a plan now. I mean, yeah, I've always had a plan. It's just that there are oftentimes things that get in the way.
Thanks. I'm okay. It's just, even though we had our suspicions, now
but
that everything is out
But I
in
am
the
trying
open,
to get the to get the ball rolling with a lot of things.
Well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
What did Bringer see during the recording? Whatever it was, he called it a miracle.
I saw the mission report from that incident. Bringer emerged from the hollow unscathed, completely free from injury or corruption.
Hopefully, Hiro.
Plus,
we'll see.
I remember him rescuing a few civilians. and walking out of the hollow together with them.
But if that's the case, then it's at odds with the audio we heard. Which one is the true version of events?
It's possible that both are true. Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his body and helped him save the others.
And that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the Exaltists. Because he witnessed a miracle.
That sounds like a reasonable speculation at this point.
But it still exceeds the limits of what we know.
In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists. I'll keep pulling this thread and see where it leads.
I never expected the investigation to lead to this. But what exactly are the Exaltists plotting? Is he falling into the same Genshin pit yet? Or is it still an engaging game? I would say it's I would say Zenless is still doing pretty well. HSR, on the other hand, like, I don't know if the leaks have confirmed that Hoyoverse is working on fixing this issue, but an upcoming character for the next patch is apparently, unless they straight up remove or at least change this passive skill of hers. Fate nonsense they're wanting to implement. I don't know which Fate nonsense you're talking about. I know about the collab, but I don't know what they're trying to implement. I might have missed that. But one of their upcoming characters in HSR, Castoris, she has such an incredibly broken, universal passive skill that it's literally going to break the game. And it's going to make older units useless. Well, no, it's not that it's gonna make older units useless, but like it's gonna make your account useless if you don't get her. Basically, they're trying to turn up the FOMO as much as possible. The global passive that makes your characters 30% better or whatever. Basically, that passive is in the state that it's in now from the leaks. It's basically that. Just by obtaining the character and having her on your account, she doesn't even have to be on your team. As long as you own that character, once your character in battle gets a fatal blow, they will be put in a quote-unquote cocoon for one turn, and if in that turn they can still make a move, and within that turn, if they get healing, they will not die. If they don't get healed within that turn that they're in the cocoon, they will then die, but they basically get a free res, and they can still do an attack within that turn. And Castress doesn't even have to be on your team for this passive to trigger. She just has to be on your account. That is so incredibly broken. I don't know how Hoyoverse ever thought that was a good idea. Becca, hello, hello. Thanks for throwing shit at me, Becca.
Is it safe to go back out?
Probably not.
Man, I wanted to leave the apartment and they won't let me. There's somebody crying on the other side of that door, and I learned what happened the hard way. You go into a room where there's crying. You get strangled, not in the fun way. I mean,
Ayo.
Just not in the, not.
Classic Becca.
Alright. We have arrived.
That is a long clip. Holy crap. How you doing, Becca? How's your morning been so far? Listen, we don't gotta talk about it. Oh, we don't have to. But doesn't mean that that we can't. By the way, Becca, when was it that you were going over, you know, to our side of the pond? Because every time you show up in stream, I say, how's your morning been? But for all I know, you might be on our side already, and, you know, it being afternoon for you. My clips are so incriminating, I swear. I'll never escape them. Yeah, but that's what makes it funnier. Blame your viewers. I don't fly out until April 6th. Oh, I see, okay. That's cool, though. I still don't know if, at this point, I don't think I'll be able to go this year. But, in case I'm actually somehow able to scrape up enough money to go this year, will you be also going to TwitchCon Europe this year? I know Spooky and Scully are going. Yeah, TwitchCon EU, yeah. It's gonna be in the Netherlands again, and both with the phone purchase that I'm gonna have to be making soon, and with the laptop repairs that I had to do last month, and some other stuff as well. I've had a lot of, like, it was still gonna be a very tight budget, but I might have potentially had a chance to be able to take money out of that savings fund to go to TwitchCon, but with these unexpected expenses that I had to you know, that I had these past couple of months, it is now looking very unlikely that I'll be able to go this year. I don't know exactly, but we'll see. My goal is to fly out and get married. Once I fly back, I gotta start saving up for my visa. There's no way I could make TwitchCon. Oh, I see, I see. Well, maybe we'll get to meet IRL some other year. That should still be fine. Even if it's not this year. Ah, well. It'd be cool to meet you guys all IRL. Alright, let me just check the bitrate real quick. Okay, it's looking stable for now. There is quite literally no one on the YouTube side, though. God damn. Usually we have at least a couple of people there. Oh, well. Ah, yes, to experience my gremlin energy in the wild. Exactly! You gotta compare the, you gotta compare, you know, the on-stream person to the IRL experience. It's more fun in person. Exactly, Hiro. Alright. Regardless, time to head back to the video store and rest for a bit. Then I'll think about the next steps. Where's the exit? Wait, can I talk to these guys? Out of everyone, I can only talk to Harumasa. I really wonder what Bringer saw back then. If I had known earlier, I could have asked him before drawing my sword. Your sense of humor has improved, Chief. Everyone, I just spoke to Julian, and PubSec security seems to be very busy lately. Are you talking about the cases tied to Tops? Anyway, it's not like they're our concern. You know? Of course, Tops hasn't exactly been peaceful today, peaceful lately. What is that PubSec's been pulling threads and found something that is connected to the illegal drugs I was tracking, not trafficking, Jesus. My own stream person just sounds nicer. Not too much of a difference other than that. Body language adds a lot to the interaction. Exactly, yeah, that's true. Plus, you know, I think it's only natural to want to meet people that you consider friends in person, like you, Spooky, Scully, and all of you guys here. I do, all my regulars, I mean, obviously. I do consider you guys friends, so I do think that it would be cool to be able to meet you guys in person. And that says a lot about me, because I'm usually very reserved when it comes to people that I haven't met IRL. What do you mean? Yeah, you show up rarely now, Hiro, but you used to be a regular. The Mayflowers over at City Admin have been making moves too. In any case, these elites of New Eridu are starting to stir. We might be in for quite a show soon. What I mean is, if public security is too busy, some Hollow-related cases will be transferred to us. Huh? Okay, that's all. That was a lot of conversation. You know what? I'll just teleport. Oh, Vivian? Interesting.
I've been waiting for you for quite some time.
Oh, the YouTube video that I saw the thumbnail of yesterday. I didn't watch it because I didn't want to spoil the story for myself, but the YouTube video that I saw with the title, Master Lord Proxy or something like that, it was in the video store, so this might be the scene that YouTube was trying to show me. Let's see.
We meet again, Master Proxy. I imagine you've already managed to gain some info from the conspirators about some people who wish to use sacrifice to launch an attack on New Eridu.
You know about that? I only just heard about that. Lord Phaethon. Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So you know about that? I only just found out myself.
Because I've been watching you this entire time. I know many things. But unlike those hypocrites, I'm willing to share info with you to show my sincere hopes of working together. I need to find Bringer's belongings.
Bringer's belongings?
Bringer's belongings? Did he even leave anything behind?
Oh, he did. I have complete confidence in my intelligence network. All the more reason for you to work with me. You've probably already guessed, but what Bringer left behind will be crucial for cracking the alleged sacrifice attack. Find it, and we'll finally know what they are after.
Who do you mean by they?
Who do you mean by they?
The Exaltists, of course. They're always lurking whenever something related to sacrifice comes up. Actually, the Exaltists and I, we have a bit of shared history. But no more than that until you officially agree to work with me.
Yo, Drig! 30 months! Holy shit, dude! A wild Drig showed up. Big 30. Yup. How you doing, man? I hope your morning's been well so far. Why did your name just change from your usual blue to red like that, Drig? Holy crap, I'm not sure I like that. I need to turn off, well, I'm not gonna do it now, but I need to turn off the 7TV name effects. 7TV, I guess. Yeah, that's true. No, because your first message, Big 30, it was with the blue name, but then it switched to the red with the gradients. Oh, well, I'll look into it later. How you doing, though, Drig? I hope your day's been going well so far.
Alright, I agree to work with you.
Splendid. I like people who don't mess around. By the way, might I ask, you're not proficient at in-hollow combat, are you?
I mean, I've been getting better. I'm a proxy after all.
Well, you know, I'm a proxy after all.
As I expected. Not to worry. You're an invaluable proxy. All I require is for you to guide me. I mean, not even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the hollows.
Sheesh! Hang on, what did you just say?
Hang on. What did you just say? Your darling Lord Phaethon?
That's right. The best proxy in all of New Eridil. Lord Phaethon. Don't tell me you don't like him.
Wait, does she not know? Oh, you know what? It's not that I don't like him. Actually, I'm Phaethon.
You might not believe this, but I'm actually Phaethon.
You're an outstanding proxy, that's true. But Lord Phaethon's a cut above. No one could ever replace Lord Phaethon. But I know how you feel. You're
Oh, she
actually
doesn't
one of
know.
Lord Phaethon's fans too, aren't you? So he's your
He went for
biggest
Sin
role
4,
model in
obviously,
life, and
didn't
you
he?
hope to become just like him, right?
Is that Sayu voicing the MC? No, it's not Sayu. Shit, I forget. Was it Caleb Yen? I can't remember, who, Weiss's VA is. I think it was Caleb Yen, but I could be wrong. It sounds like him. I can kind of see it on some line deliveries, but no, there is definitely a difference between Sayu and Weiss's VA. You're right, I'm a fan of Phaethon.
Fine, you're right. I'm actually a fan of Lord Phaethon.
Then we're fellow fans! Wonderful. I feel so much closer to you now.
Jesus Christ, she's a fangirl. After inexplicably joining Vivian's informal fan club, you listen to her go on about her love for Lord Phaethon for nearly an hour. Jesus Christ.
Oh my. Once I start talking about Lord Phaethon, I just can't help myself. Look at the time.
Oh, Stephen Fu, that's who it was. Yeah, I mixed them up. I think Caleb Yen was Kalis's VA from HSR. Stephen Fu or Stephen Fu, I'm not sure how it's pronounced.
I suppose that's all for today then. I'll be in touch with more news.
I was so caught up in chatting with a fellow fan that I almost forgot why I'm here. I found out where the remainder of Bringer's belongings ended up. They should be hidden in a hollow in the outer ring. I'll need to make some preparations. Let's meet up in Blazewood later. So your voice is Anton Ivanov. Yup, that is true. I only played one day and dropped the game after. I mean, to each their own, like I always say. Don't worry, I'll protect you, Proxy. I won't let you get hurt. Speaking of, how did you know we're proxies? Because, I gathered the information from my intelligence network, of course. I may look this way, but I've got a pretty impressive job, and I know many secrets. Since we've agreed to work together, what's the deal with you and the Exaltists? I must foil the Exaltist schemes. Whatever they're planning, I'll stop them. This time, I absolutely cannot. Look, just think of it as my personal beef with the Exaltists. Whatever the case, we're on the same side here. It's getting late. I'll need to go back and make some preparations. See you in Blazewood. Vivian leaves in a hurry. She seems rather reluctant to discuss her relationship with the Exaltists in detail. Weiss, are you sure you wanna head? Oh my God, I can't read. Weiss, are you sure you wanna head straight into the Hollow, or should we use the old trick and connect Eos instead? That would be a bit safer. But if we connect to EOS, Vivian might recognize us. After all, she's our fan. Let's just go in. If you say so, Wise. Alright, but if anything happens, you have to stay safe. Even though we can stay in touch at any time, I'll still worry. I'll get myself out if anything happens. Good. If anything goes wrong, I'll get backup for you right away. Alright, let's take a break for now and wait for Vivian to contact us. After some time, a message from Vivian arrives. Time to head to Blazewood and meet her. Alright. I just want to confirm what time it is. Give me a sec. Yeah, I should be able to go for at least another hour. Hey Brian, by the way, are you still here? You haven't really said anything ever since the stream crashed for a second earlier. You don't have to be an active chatter, of course. I'm just curious if you're still here. That's all. Oh, we get to meet Trigger too. Interesting. It's her. She's here. Yup. Interesting. Oh wait, I thought that was Vivian next to Trigger, and I was gonna say like, what's the relationship? But oh wait, this is gonna initiate. This is probably gonna initiate the Is this gonna initiate the whatchamacallit? The Ambi story quest, or am I actually gonna have to talk to Ambi? Oh, it's the main story. Okay. I like this way of walking, by the way. It's so funny. Alright. Ambi and Trigger. Ambi's out. No, not Ambi. Trigger's outfit doesn't make any sense, by the way.
Proxy, you're here too.
I didn't expect to run into you here.
What are you two doing here? Asking as if we're already supposed to know Trigger. We haven't technically met her, lore-wise, right? At least not that I can remember.
What are you two doing here? And what's with the new outfit, Ambi?
I'm here to investigate that incident.
We do actually. Wait, how do we know her, Geen? Am I forgetting something? When did we meet Trigger, in the story? You recall the incident you experienced with Ambi and Trigger. The relevant details have been recorded as tapes and logged in the video archive. If you have them, you should go and refresh your memories with them. Oh. Okay. So, chronologically, I'm guessing we're supposed to do the Ambi quest first and then do the main story? So that this encounter makes sense? They talked about it in the live stream. We go way back when we first opened the store. Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't watch the live stream while it was happening, and I just skimmed through it for the codes later, and to see the main bullet points. So I guess I must have missed that. Okay, that's fair.
I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps demanding me to prove my identity. So, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her dressed like this. Now that everything is completely finished, this uniform doesn't really represent anything in particular. For me, it's just another outfit now. We all have to move on someday.
I'm helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is caught. Ah, and who's this young lady?
It's probably Vivian. Yep, there she is. Her name's Vivian. She's my friend.
This is my friend, Vivian. We're here investigating a few things ourselves.
Ambi, one of the Cunning Hair's most powerful members. And Trigger, an Opal Squad sniper. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
You know what's funny? Although I would have completely understood it if they made it so that you can't do that, but you can actually have both Ambis in the team when you're fighting. And she just, you know, in a second's time, she switches between her two outfits.
You know us?
Looks like someone's done our homework. Is it because of the proxy?
You two are practically celebrities. And because of my work, I've got loads of info when it comes to anyone with a name around New Eridu.
I see. Seems you're handling your work well.
Let's prepare to enter the Hollow. Unless you have any further questions, we'll be taking our leave now. You're going into a Hollow? Proxy, you plan on going in like that?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. I've recovered quite a bit lately, so I don't need any protective equipment in the hollows.
You shoot a wink at Ambi and Trigger, who both notice your signal and don't ask any more questions. Right at that moment, a rather familiar-looking lady appears. Oh?
Huh.
Oh,
Aren't you that lady from before at the auction?
What do you want, lady?
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again, young lady.
Dude, I love the cutscenes in this game. They're so beautiful. Also, why is she crying?
Vivian, are you alright? You look depressed.
Are you okay, Vivian?
What's wrong, Vivian? Are you feeling all right?
It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment there. So then, what are you doing here?
Don't worry. I'm not here to scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone.
Don't tell me. You're my contact for intel?
That's me. Ambi from Silver Squad, I presume? Pleasure to meet you. All right. I'm going to exchange some information with Miss Ambi here. So if you'll excuse me.
Sienna steps to the side with Ambi as they discuss something. Meanwhile, you look at Vivian with some concern. You aren't looking so good.
You aren't looking so good. What's the matter?
I can tell you later, but not right now.
Okay, that's all the information I got for you. In return, I want you to do something for me. Take me into the Hollow. I left something very valuable inside. I have to find it.
Seeing as we were just about to go in ourselves, why not join us? It's fine by me. But didn't you say you were investigating something? It's fine. There's no rush. Right, Master Proxy.
Yeah, there's no rush.
Huh? Yeah, there really is no rush. Sure, let's all go together.
It'll be safer with more people, and we'll find her missing item more quickly.
Thank you.
Alright. Down we go. Oh, over there. Okay. Oh, I thought that was lighter for a second there. Hey, Vivian. Why did you suddenly decide to help Sienna? I thought you didn't really like her. Let's go with this. Proxy, do you believe in fate? I do. I don't. I believe what you said before about the Chosen One. Let's say I do. I see. I've always thought that... I've always thought that a predetermined fate is a very sad thing. Proxy, I actually... No, it's nothing. Let's hurry and head into the Hollow. Give me just a sec. There we go. Just needed to plug my phone in. Oh, by the way, Hiro, if you're still here, one of the, like, there are a lot of reasons why I'm looking into getting a new phone, but one of those reasons, aside from all kinds of apps now just dropping support for my Android 6 on the LG G4, is that, the battery just isn't holding anymore. Like, yes, it still holds charge in general, but, like, it doesn't hold nearly as long as it used to. Now, when I just now unplug it after leaving it to charge, if I go out and walk the dog for no more than 10 minutes and listen to... How much does it last? 20 minutes? Depending on what I do, it can last maybe up to an hour. Let's say, for example, that I listen to music on YouTube on the phone while I'm running errands or something. And it takes me like an hour. Within an hour or so, the phone can be down to like 15 to 20%. And every day, whenever I go out, to walk the dog, if I've just unplugged the phone from charging and it had gotten to 100%, no more than a 10 to 15 minutes at most walk, and it goes from 100 down to like 70 or even 65. Hey Brian, welcome back. Does anyone have any clue what Emperor's New Groove is? Of course! That's a really popular old cartoon. Of course everyone knows it. But yeah, just pretty sure everyone. Yeah, obviously. It's an amazing movie. That's what it is. True. But yeah, just 15 to 20 minutes of YouTube, of watching videos on YouTube while I'm walking the dog, just drops the battery by like a third. So it's really bad. Like you, geezer. Oh, screw you, unless I'm misremembering, you're pretty much around the same age range as me, right? We haven't talked in a little bit, so I am not sure if I'm remembering correctly, but you're around the same ballpark as me, so... You guys know the movie didn't even have a script? 3 years younger. Oh! Okay, well, I just turned 36, so... I guess probably around there. But yeah, Brian, I didn't actually know that The Emperor's New Groove didn't have a script. And the fact that it still turned out so amazing is really cool. We just straight up didn't have a script, which, what? I mean, they probably have some, they probably had some outline of a script, but they just, like, if that's really true, they probably just, like, improvised a lot. You actually got me curious now. Let me check. Okay. So what I'm seeing on Google, Google search results is a real script was never actually finished because they didn't really have one. According to the co-write Dave Reynolds, 2 weeks after the movie hit theaters, a Disney archivist came to collect the script from him, and he gave them the only thing he had, which was a bunch of legal boxes full of loose pages. So basically, they made that amazing movie with just notes, not a fully organized script. That's incredible. That is honestly incredible. And they went from that to making the slop that they release nowadays. Kronk is the best thing to come out of that movie. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, I've actually almost built Anby, and I still haven't even read up on her skills, so let's see. When Soldier Zero Anby's attacks hit an enemy, they apply the silver star mark and charges the target. For every 1/3 of a charge, the enemy receives 1 stack of White Thunder, stacking up to 3 times. When the enemy has White Thunder, press the skill to activate Quick Dash Forward, slashing through enemies and dealing multiple hits of electric damage. When the move hits an enemy, it will consume 1 stack of White Thunder to trigger additional electric damage, which is considered aftershock damage. Character is invulnerable while using the skill. Oh, that is really cool. You don't know how she works? Nope! While I was grinding for her last night, I did use her in a few fights, and I just completely went unga bunga with her. I had no idea how her skills worked. I just button mashed. Because I was tired, and I just wanted to grind some materials for her, but I didn't bother to read up how her kit worked. With enough energy, hold the skill button to activate, combines her twin swords, and throws them forward for a high-speed slash, dealing massive electric damage. When the skill hits an enemy with fully charged Silver Star, character is invulnerable while using the skill. Oh, nice. Okay. When the additional damage from White Thunder triggers 3 times on the same enemy, a Thunderbolt will strike at the enemy's location, dealing electric damage to enemies within the range. This damage is considered aftershock damage. Ooh, okay. Oh, come on, trigger 2. Hold basic attack to enter sniper stance, allowing trigger to fire consecutive sniper shots forward. When the skill hits an enemy, trigger gains 25 purge points. With purge points, when other active characters in the team hit enemies with attacks, they can trigger various aftershock attacks from trigger. When any aftershock hits enemies, it increases the target's stun damage multiplier effect, which remains effective even when the target is not stunned. Interesting. Not gonna lie, I saw someone joking about trigger jiggle ass in an animated video, but I thought they were exaggerating. Oh boy, I was wrong. Yes, you absolutely were. Trigger is just basically inspired by Goddess of Victory Nike. Like, holy shit. This is why I keep saying that they haven't. I don't think they've crossed the line yet, but the Zenless team have kind of been towing the line into making their characters Gooner game characters lately. Because like jiggle physics on ass and thighs does not, like, especially to this degree, does not make sense with the seemingly leather outfit that Trigger has on. The internet will goon over anything. That is true. If it breathes, it's a goon target. Thanks to the hydrate, Becca. All right. I need to get more water later. All right. Let's see. There's so much text. When Trigger has Purge, other active characters in the squad can activate Trigger's basic attack, Harmonizing Shot, when hitting enemies with a basic attack, dodge counter, special attack, or quick assist, dealing electric damage and accumulating days. When hitting enemies with heavy attacks from an EX special attack, assist follow-up, or ultimate, they can activate Trigger's basic attack, Harmonizing Shot, Tartarus, dealing electric damage and accumulating a large amount of days. Where did I see charge? When hitting enemies with an EX special attack or ultimate, Trigger will enter Coordinated Support. When in Coordinated Support, other active characters in the squad can trigger basic attack, Harmonizing Shot whenever they hit enemies with an attack without consuming Purge and with no cooldown restrictions. TLDR, until I just get a feel for how the characters work through combat itself, I'm most likely just gonna be button mashing.
So, what is it that you all plan to do here? We are here to look for something too. Something extremely important.
Copy.
Ooh.
New Eridu's future may well depend on it.
Let's see Trigger's animations. Yeah, that jiggle is insane, man. I decided to read it anyway. Yeah, I did! Because I wanted to see if I'd understand it, but with so much writing, I wanted to... Yeah, with so much writing, there's no way I'm gonna remember all of that. Like, each of those skills was basically a mini-novel. Like, holy shit. Good luck to the PC. You'll probably need it. Yeah! Don't jinx me though, game, please. It seems to be handling okay-ish so far. But I don't know how long that'll last.
Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating? Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore.
Right. You gonna say anything else? I wanna see.
What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Okay. A trigger plus Sandby make me legitimately confused. I couldn't keep up. That's fair.
Adjusting for wind.
That is so funny, though.
Recalibrating.
That is doing 0 damage. Oh no, it's building up electric stun.
Quick shot. Ether vision activate. This bullet will reach its mark. Time to pin them down.
Roxy, Let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
So much lightning everywhere. True.
This is the place.
All right, Ambi.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this. I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
Oh, God. Give me a sec. Need to refresh the Twitch dashboard. Come on, Twitch. Load up the page. By the way, it's cool you can see a bit of Vivian moves. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, but yeah. Ooh, the bitrate on the Twitch side is spiking again. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Alright. Do you remember the legendary artist mentioned by the host during the previous auction? Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Sounds like quite a nice story, right? In reality, these art collectors are to blame for his death. Those pompous big shots discovered his talent and even wanted him to craft forgeries of famous works. Someone as proud as him would never agree to such a thing. Not only did he refuse, he also wanted to expose their schemes. And some days later, he suddenly took his own life. Quote unquote, took his own life. I knew him. He would never do something like that. If those big shots silenced him. How do you know all of this? Because that legendary artist was my husband. Brain, seriously? Hundund? Was my husband, Mira's father. My condolences. Thank you, but I might not need it anymore. So who exactly are those big shots you're talking about? Given the circumstances, it's fine to tell you. It's the Ravenlock family. Of course it's them. Geen, I know that we could probably see Vivian's moves in combat, but I wasn't really paying attention because of all the lightning that was happening from Trigger and Ambi. Although I have seen Vivian's animations, so I do know what she looks like when she fights. What I find funny is that if you've noticed, if you've noticed enough, for some reason, part of her tech, I guess, aside from her spear-like umbrella, is that she has, in order to make her fly, she apparently has jet engines under her skirt. The matter I just discussed with Miss Ambi is also related to them. The collectible you asked me to bid on earlier, I should probably return it to you. Don't worry about it. But isn't it your husband's final work? It's fine. Our bond doesn't need to be anchored to any object, and I don't need these works to remember him. It's much better off in your hands than someone like Hartman's. Proxy, may I speak with Miss Sienna alone for a moment? Of course. What? I'm not gonna pry. Vivian and Sienna step aside and discuss something in private. Alright, regarding the matter of finding the ring, I'm entrusting it to you. It's my wedding ring. I would be extremely, extremely grateful to you. Oh, chest. Oh, I can't go there. Are we just straight up gonna find it now? You find some food left in the hollow for unknown reasons. Clearly there's no sign of the ring Sienna is looking for among these items. Proxy, if you're hungry, I've brought some food with me. Where? You're not carrying anything. Thanks, but I'm not hungry. Do I really look like I want to eat those leftovers? Okay, you can't eat those, even if you're starving.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Okay, up here.
Neither do I.
Let me just get this chest. Because for all I know, just the next scene might trigger automatically. Oh no, I just have to inspect the items here. You found a plush toy. After squeezing and kneading it thoroughly, you realize it doesn't have what you're looking for. Hey Bloon! How you doing, man? No one would hide a ring inside inside the stuffing of a plush toy, right? Don't worry, there's nothing inside. I've already gone through it.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
Okay, how's ZZZ? It's going good. We just had some technical difficulties earlier because my craptastic PC couldn't handle several consecutive throwable redeems at my model while the game was on along with OBS and the 3D model. So the stream didn't fully crash unlike yesterday, but oh wait, I missed something here. But it did die for like a second on the Twitch side. So I've been streaming for more than an hour, but yeah. They're gonna be 2 VODs today because the stream crashed for a second. Let's get back into this game again. Yeah, the game's really good. I am worried for Genshin and HSR, but Zenless so far has been doing really good. You find a lunchbox. After bracing yourself, you crack it open and peek inside. Whether lucky or unlucky, the box is empty. No one would put a ring in a lunchbox. It would spoil the taste. Is that the main concern?
It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
Hey Mark, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I hope your day's been going well. Suspicious item. You find some scattered oil barrels. After careful searching, you find nothing resembling a ring inside them. Does Sienna actually want to find the so-called ring? What do you mean? She said she's looking for the wedding ring, but she also said she doesn't need any object to remember her husband. We've been searching here for so long and found nothing at all. Maybe the ring never existed in the first place. It was just an excuse. Let's go back.
What's wrong up there? You seemed worried for a while now.
Recalibrating.
I'm worried about Sienna. Her location should still be safe.
Enemy's moveset is so cool. There we go. Yep, Sienna's gone. Oh wait, no, that's not the same location that I was at. Nice. Oh, she's still here, but... Yikes. You good? Ah, shit, I missed the line.
Vital signs are gone.
Oh. We'll find out in a second, but let me just take a guess real quick. Her husband died in the Hollow, I'm guessing, here, and she wanted to basically take herself out in the Hollow as well because she couldn't bear to live without him. Let me just check something here. By the time you return, you discover Sienna with her eyes closed peacefully. Oh boy.
What happened? I guess this was her final scam.
Shortly before.
There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here. That's my plan. I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance. Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the Hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter. It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
If she's so deathly ill that she wouldn't be able to hang on for longer even if she wanted to, though, I guess, you know, there's no other choice, and she'd rather go out her own way rather than putting a burden on her daughter, I guess. But at the same time, like, from what we saw earlier in the quest yesterday, her daughter is still a little girl. It's not like she's like Anne-B and Vivian's age or anything like that. She looked like she was like 5, 6, maybe like 8 years old at most. And you're just leaving a kid like that to fend on its own, even with like a huge chunk of money. That is messed up. Like, I'm not trying to put the blame on her, but like, that's still messed up.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this, but it's something I must do. I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life. If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
After seeing this, Vivian falls silent for a moment.
She was betting that we'd help her. So, you were aware of this the whole time? Yes. Because I saw it.
Can she see the future or something? Vivian falls silent for a moment, as if recalling the memory of back when she shed tears in front of Sienna.
You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl.
Okay, I called it.
The things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters. That's all I've ever been able to see.
It's all that kid's fault!
Yo! I'm taking a screenshot of this art piece. That looks so good.
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
I hate people like that.
I didn't do anything.
Like, special abilities or not, like, people just love to judge others when they don't understand something, or, you know, when they disagree with you. And they have, you know, the herd mentality. Oh, if one person says that this other person is bad, then it must be true. Zero individual thought.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Observation hockey? Pretty OP if you ask me.
You're sorry. Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth.
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry.
After recounting the stories of her past, Vivian stays silent for a long time, as if struggling to break free from the shackles of those dark memories.
Every time it's the same. In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
It's not your fault.
Vivian, it's not your fault.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone.
So, Miss Vivian, do you always cry when you have a prophecy? Yes, every time a prophecy appears, I can't help but shed tears. I used to wonder if I could just hold back my tears, then maybe these bad things wouldn't happen. But I just can't do it. No matter how hard I try, I just can't. You're being too hard on yourself. Vivian falls silent for a moment, seemingly unwilling to continue the topic. Sienna said that the compensation from the Ravenlock family's hollow corruption insurance is enough to settle her daughter Mira for life. Though it's hard to imagine the notoriously stingy Hartman engaging in such a money-losing business. Maybe Tops demands it. Maybe he wants to improve his reputation. Tops demands it, probably. Yeah, I think so too. Actually, there have been rumors that the Ravenlock family had fallen out of favor with Tops for a while now. That's why they're becoming so desperate, afraid of being abandoned by the mighty Tops. Sienna is actually a skilled intelligence broker. She retired from the business a while ago. I see. No wonder she was able to gather classified information. She said she tried many ways, but everything was useless against the untouchable Ravenlock family. She still couldn't avenge her lover, but I believe everything she did was meaningful. The same goes for you, Miss Vivian. Everyone, it seems there are ethereals nearby. It's not safe to linger. Let's keep moving forward.
Roxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
I would say so.
That's quite the sudden question. I think that it can.
I wanna hear the dialogue if there's more.
Is that so?
Okay, there's no more.
In my memories, this has happened countless times already. I even have a sliver of happiness.
Here. Move down, out balance. Move it. Now we're next.
Sheesh.
Doxing. The fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
Oh, that was Vivian. Thought there was another enemy. Oh, this asshole.
Right over. You're in my sight.
Whoa, we got another one now?
Mind of mine. The target's weary. Recalibrating. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill. A perfect conduit. He won't back down.
Oh, I love enemies' ultimates.
I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you. She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you.
Trigger and Envy leave.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
About your prophecies of disaster, let's wait until you feel more comfortable telling me. Yeah.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian, but we can talk more once you feel ready. Don't worry, I'm very patient.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. I'd be happy to share my story with you. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations. But every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
I don't mind. Why would I be offended?
Why would I be offended? That's just who you are, Vivian. Besides, we're friends.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
It's not a curse. I think it's a gift.
It's not a curse. Actually, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really. Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look.
What just exploded over there? Vending machine. Found it! The vending machine. Bringer's belongings are probably stashed away in there. Why the vending machine? That's the intelligence I got. Maybe Bringer thought this was a good spot? Anyway, let's look around first. You search the vending machine up and down, but find nothing.
Looks like it isn't in here.
I do see this chest. Is there anything else? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, there's another one here. Another 2. I knew it. There must be other vending machines nearby. This should be the one. Bringer's belongings. What could it be? You search the vending machine in front of you thoroughly. Still nothing.
Strange. There's nothing in here.
Wait, how do I get there? Oh, I can actually go up here. Sorry, I thought that was an actual blockade that I can't go through. Okay, it has to be this one. Third time's always the charm. Proxy, I have a feeling. Bringer's belongings are definitely inside the Bringer's belongings are definitely inside the vending machine in front of us. I believe you. Alright, let's search it thoroughly. You carefully search the vending machine and still find nothing. Just as you're about to give up, you kick the vending machine by accident. Where a drink would normally roll out, a worn-out notebook appears instead. Wow, Master Proxy. So this is how it's done? You're leagues ahead of professional intelligence brokers. Oh, he's here too? Bringer's notebook. Old and worn looking. It seems to have a lot of locations and interest marked. A lot of locations of interest marked down. Jesus Christ, I can't read.
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind. But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
Okay, that's a lot of text. You and Vivian flip through Bringer's notebook together, ignoring the surrounding danger for some time, until the shriek of an ethereal suddenly rings out nearby. However, a moment later, a strange yet familiar figure materializes to block the ethereal, disposing of it with ease. And it's Hugo, of course.
Hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while. Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
I would have protected the Proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
Wait a minute. Companion?
Hang on. Did you say companion? So you two know each other?
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before.
Oh, you did. You just chose
I'm
not to.
actually part of the Phantom Thieves Syndicate, Mockingbird.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
So you were only bidding on the collection so you could get that, so you could get backstage.
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections so you could get backstage and tamper with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves Syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day. So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
Kinda makes sense. But Lycon said...
But Lycon said that you're very dangerous, and we should be careful.
Then I imagine he's also told you about some of our past. And I'm sure you know that in a complex situation like ours, you shouldn't listen to either side over the other.
That is fair.
Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships with outstanding proxies like yourself.
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate. We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth.
Hey, Sid.
People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by. Of course, besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair. Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales.
Sid, don't you mean that is just bad?
And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
I'm sorry, the setup was just too perfect. I had to. wait, let me see what he said. I wasn't paying attention. Take from those who have far more than they deserve, and give it to those who deserve it, who deserve to have more. So basically, a Robin Hood situation. The wealth thing I kind of understand, but like love and hate, hope and despair, that is very I guess I can agree.
All right.
To a degree, though.
I can agree with that.
It is back. The model is back, Sid, yes. But earlier, Hiro kind of spammed the throwable redeem, and the Twitch stream died for a second. It didn't die completely. It managed to come back without me having to make a new stream for YouTube, but it did die for a second. So the new Zenless update is definitely the culprit for yesterday's tech issues. It's just heavier than previous versions, it seems, and they haven't optimized it properly, and it's causing an overload on my craptastic PC. But it's been handling more or less okay-ish for today so far. But yeah, that's why it seems your model hates the redeems. No, it's not the model, it's the PC. Because OBS itself is a resource hog, and then there's whatever game I'm playing and the 3D model, which the 3D model is not super heavy, but again, my PC is 8.5 years old, and it's not exactly high-end to begin with. But yeah, that's why it's showing you right now that I've been streaming for only an hour and a half. Whereas the truth is that I've been streaming for almost 3 hours at this point. But yeah, I hope your morning's been I hope your morning's been going okay, Sid. Okay, let's continue.
Thank you. I knew if anyone...
I meant your PC, so I legit just woke up. That's fair, that's fair.
However, aside from these philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with. As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu. We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a highly competitive deal. We share the same goal for the moment, stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
I need some time to think about it.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon along with you?
Oh hey, Hiro, are you still here? I don't want to keep distracting, you know, from the main topic of the stream today, but I just have one more question I just thought of. I just remembered something. So you said earlier that the Nothing OS on the Nothing phones is similar in a lot of ways to iOS. And one thing I've noticed from my couple of minutes of interaction with the OS in the store that I was in, and what I've seen online, is that a lot of the widgets on the Nothing OS are kind of like square-shaped. Do you know, like, if you have any, hands-on experience with the Nothing OS, or like if it's maybe similar in iOS as well? Can you resize widgets, or are they just designed? Are they programmed to be like square-shaped so that you can fit more of them on a single page? Because, for example, let's say my music player app. I'm used to have it at the top of the page, like as an entire bar that fits the entire horizontal length of the screen. I don't have hands-on experience, but you probably can. Okay. Because if I can't resize the widgets, I'll just if I do get a Nothing phone, I'll just have to get used to it, which it's just gonna be annoying. Nothing else. It's not gonna prevent me to use the phone, but like if possible, I would rather, be able to visually set up the phone so that it appeals to me, right off the bat with what I'm used to, instead of having to get used to the new shape of the widgets. It's probably based on who makes the widgets. Oh, I see. Alright. That makes sense, I guess.
He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would put you more at ease, right? Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
Well, if those are the terms...
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along, then you've got a deal.
Great. It's a deal. By the way, Proxy, this is for you.
Oh, that's cute. Fancy collectible. A collectible gifted by Vivian. It looks like an expensive and exquisite piece of art, but it seems hollow inside. Might that mess with its value?
Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.
Alright, let's see. Let me actually take a look at my phone, see if I have any notifications. Because I was waiting. Okay, yeah, they have messaged me. I am gonna have to wrap it up soon-ish, I guess. But I can go for a teensy bit longer. After leaving the Hollow, Hugo and the others returned to the video store. Oh, I'm playing as Hugo! Oh! It's just story mode, though. I can't even attack with him. Not here, at least. Bro is tall. Holy shit. Since we're already at the video store, should we ask Master Proxy to recommend some films? My apologies, everyone, but I need to take my leave and go take care of my art gallery now. So you actually own a gallery? I also... Okay. Real quick, guys, is the stream still okay? Because it was just for like a split second, but the game itself stuttered. Okay, thank you, Sid. Just wanted to make sure. I also need a convenient social identity for various reasons. The title of gallery owner works quite well. Alright, I'll stay with Master Proxy for a bit longer. But Hugo, you've been oddly busy lately. You're not hiding something from me, are you? Well, shortly before. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. By the way, oh my god, Hugo is cheeked up. Holy shit. And who is this douche? Well, well, if it isn't our dear collector, Mr. Hugo. Long time no see. I assume you finished the task I asked you to do, yes? Done as promised. I've already found buyers for the goods you gave me. No shortage of big names among them. Of course, I've also recommended your gallery to them as instructed. And spread the word about it in the circle. But getting rid of all the exquisite stuff so suddenly, you're not in trouble, are you? If you have any funding issues, I'm also your guy. I've got friends who offer loan services. Yeah, loan sharks or no. Thank you for your concern, but my cash flow is very healthy, and I have more than just you as my middleman. In essence, I'm just looking to boost my gallery's reputation in the scene. I see. Those rare pieces in your collection definitely caught a few eyes. I'm sure they're all looking forward to collaborating with you. Thank you for your kind words. Alright, it's getting late. I should head off now. See you next time. Now, to find that guy. I remember him mentioning that he would dress up in something more presentable this time. I have a bad feeling about this. Let's meet at Lumina Square. Okay, so I'm thinking we get this part done and then we call it a day, and we'll continue next time, probably tomorrow. Depending on how the errands I have to run a little bit later go, there is a slight chance that I might not be able to stream again tomorrow, like last week on Friday. But I'm gonna do whatever I can to be able to stream, because this week has been very light on streams because of, you know, well, things, as you guys know. Find the well-dressed informant. Okay, so it's obviously this guy, but let's talk to the others too. Casual young man. Yes? When the musician's third string breaks, the gatekeeper whispers to me, in which hand hides the coin for the underworld ferryman? Huh? Are you still LARPing at your age? I thought only people my age would like it. Sorry, my mistake. Idle man. I mean, yeah, he definitely is idling. You are? When the musician's third string breaks, the gatekeeper whispers to me, in which hand does the coin for the underworld ferryman? Are you okay? The clinic's that way. What a shame. Such a handsome fella, but... Sorry, my mistake. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. The left hand holds death. the right hand holds deception, but the raven has already flown away with the answer. Oh yeah, I saw your announcement very late on YouTube. I'm sorry for... Yeah, it's fine, Sid. It's okay, thank you, but like, yeah. We don't need to talk about it now. But yeah, I appreciate that. I just feel bad, you know, that it's been, like, this week has been very light on streams because of that. And, you know, there is still a slight chance that I might not be able to stream tomorrow. I'll do whatever I can to be able to stream, but we'll see. I can't get over the embarrassment every time I say this. It's quite poetic, isn't it? The meeting with Hartman has been scheduled. He'll be waiting for you in that same private suite. Or should I say, waiting for Hugo, the renowned collector and gallery owner. Personal life matters too. Don't feel bad. I mean, I guess. But even though I barely get anything every few months from Twitch, when I, you know, like, I still do get a payout from Twitch, like, every 3 or 4 months, and, the less I stream, the less often I'll get a payout, which is not good. I always say this, I don't stream just, you know, for the money, far from it. As long as you guys are having fun, that's all that matters to me, but my bank account right now disagrees. Like, I literally, right now, I literally have, like, I think 30 euro in my bank. And unfortunately, unless they decide to, because I'm super close to the threshold, unless Twitch decides to still pay it out, this month, for January and February, I should have gotten a payout, you know, during this month for the previous 2, but the threshold is $50, and I'm at 47. So unless they decide that it's close enough for them to pay it out, still, I'm falling just ever so slightly short, which is really annoying. Anyway, thanks. I knew I could count on you. Still, I have to ask, you're not looking to make the Ravenlocks your enemy, are you? And if I say I am? Not like I can stop you anyway. You've already caused a scene at the auction. That Robe of Heroes stunt, I can't believe you came up with that. Hartman's been on the move lately. That organ trafficking case from before is linked to him too. I also heard that they're dropping big money in some kind of drug research. The Ravenlocks have always been a bunch of cold-blooded bastards. Oh wow, they actually used the word bastards in this. Doing all kinds of messed up things that make your blood boil, and swept everything under the rug with money and power, leaving the victims with no justice. But Hartman? He's the worst of the bunch. Rumor says that he probably took out the previous heir and clawed his way to the throne. I know, relax. I don't plan on chasing him head on. Is that what it said? I think I might have misread that slightly. You'd better not. I don't want to witness Mockingbird's folly of trying to crack a stone with an egg. That's an interesting saying. I prefer to see it as more of a gambit. Understandable, but still try to make time for yourself. I know. And I really do appreciate the concern, Sid, don't get me wrong. It's just that with me not exactly having a stable income right now, whatever little I get from Twitch does matter. So at least until hopefully soon, though I still don't know when this will happen, but until I manage to get the YouTube channel into the partner program and something, no matter how little, starts coming in from there as well, I need to try and stream as much as possible so that hopefully I get at least a little something from Twitch every now and then. I can never win an argument against you anyway. Don't forget, the Ravenlock family's in bed with those exaltist lunatics. Who knows what awful scheme they've been cooking up lately. In any case, as your old friend, I sincerely wish you all the best. Thank you. By the way, how's Lycon doing lately? I haven't seen him in a while. Wait, is this that Jack guy, their mentor? Serious, man. Anyway, we don't gotta talk about it. Oh, I missed that message earlier, Sid. But yeah, I know. It just bums me out because, like, I really do want to focus on making fun content, you know, whether it be streams or videos on YouTube for you guys. And I'm kind of forced to think about, yeah, but my bank account is seriously hurting. I'm looking at... Oh, I thought you were telling me, seriously, we don't have to talk about this. But yeah, this guy's name is Serious Man. What? I know you two split up, but it's been years. Are you still not over it? Don't know. Don't care. If there's nothing else, I'll get going now. Alright, fine. Good luck. Do you have art comms? I do not. I do not right now. Maybe I'll consider it at some point, but with how much time making a good-looking piece takes me, at least right now, you know, with the streams and everything, and the other stuff that I'm trying to do behind the scenes for, you know, for the YouTube channel and stuff like that, I just don't know if I'd be able to efficiently make anything in terms of commissions. And also, I don't know, you know, since basically no one outside of our friend group knows me, I don't know how much, you know, how much people would be willing, you know, to pay if I open commissions for, you know, for a skill level, you know, of my kind. Like, I don't know how much I'd be able to get away with asking for before people think that I'm too full of myself. The students nearby seem to be having an intense discussion, and you hear a familiar name. So that Mockingbird Phantom Thief Syndicate only looks flashy, but hasn't actually accomplished anything, right? Tops remains unshakable, and those big families are just a step away from getting total control. It's possible that even the mayor can't stop them in check. Well, can't keep them in check, or something like that. I'm not sure if I read that correctly. But doesn't the mere existence of the Mockingbirds serve as some kind of warning? Every time they release a crime warning letter, fear erupts among these evildoers. Really? But what can they actually change? In the end, it's probably just a game. To the big shots, Mockingbird is like a fly, annoying but not deadly, so they just let it be. So what do you think should happen? If you ask me, you have to dismantle everything from within if you truly want change. Without power or influence, it's all futile. The first step should be accumulating resources by any means necessary, and if possible, joining tops. Guitar can go anywhere from 30 to 1k. If you grow more, honestly, I think you can make a living off of it. Just need to learn to draw faster and have better time management. That's the thing. I've been trying to increase my speed, the speed of my production without, you know, like lowering the quality. But that is one thing that I struggle with because I try, you know, to polish my drawings as much as possible. And just in general, there are, you know, techniques that I still kind of struggle with to a degree. Like, for example, the soft shading on that spooky pic that I've been working on. I'm still not very proficient with those techniques. I'm more proficient with cell shading. So it takes me more time, that's the thing. And if I manage to hopefully soon grow my YouTube channel more, then hopefully there will be a more consistent flow from there. But the thing is, I have to actually get the channel into the partner program first before that can start happening. That's the whole thing. After all, to establish a new order, the old one must be demolished, just like how creation requires destruction. That sounds exactly like something a villain would say. If it's really possible to join TOPS, many would probably defect immediately. True, who would turn down money? It's almost time for the meeting with Hartman. Time to go. Okay, this part is running longer than I thought it would. Yeah, I think we're gonna finish up this part and we're gonna call it for today and we're gonna continue tomorrow. No. There. Your invitation has been confirmed. Esteemed guest, would you like to enter the private suite now? Yep. Arrogant man. Oh, great. You the one who has business with Master Hartman? Correct. Master Hartman's time is extremely valuable, and he has graced you with this meeting amid his busy schedule. I sincerely hope you bring something substantial to the family. Worry not. I stand here precisely because I have I stand here precisely because I have enough leverage. You had better.
How about it? Will you work with me?
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in TOPS will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family.
People say 2 to 4 weeks, how long they can wait for art. Yeah, I'm doing research. Some people say 10-15 days. Some even say they can wait 3 or 4 months. I think you'd be okay. Well, yeah, but it really depends on what every individual person is expecting and what they're looking for from you, you know, to what they want you to draw. And again, I don't exactly know, how much people would be willing to, to pay for a skill level such as mine. Yeah, it depends on the person a lot. That is very true. But again, I am, you know, considering it, but I don't want to, I don't want to make any promises about, like, opening commissions, at any, like, officially opening commissions to the public or anything like that. At any specific point, at least for right now, because, wait, what the hell? Oh, never mind. I don't want to, at least for right now, I don't want to make any promises about, oh, I'm going to open publicly commissions soon or at any specific point, because right now, at least, I'm trying to focus on making stuff for the YouTube channel as well, along, you know, while trying to maintain the streams as much as I can.
In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe, a place nobody else but me knows. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with Tops. I know that far too well.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a phantom thief who's never publicly revealed his identity, shouldn't that be sufficient assurance? If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, you have a deal.
I appreciate your trust.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast?
Oh, he's gonna try to drug Hugo, isn't he? Hartman calls over the waiter and pours out 2 glasses of some expensive-looking deep crimson liquid. He lifts his glass and nods to Hugo before draining it in one gulp. Hugo flashes a smug grin as he follows suit and takes a gulp.
Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family tradition. It's good luck.
As an outsider, it's a real honor.
Are you talking about 3D models, Sid? Or, like, do you mean Life 2D VTuber models? Because models could mean, like, 3D VTuber models, or could mean, like, models for games or something like that. I don't know. Oh, VTuber models. Okay. Again, though, 3D or Life 2D? Because that requires very different skill sets depending on what you're looking to learn to make.
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you? Shouldn't all your companions agree to this deal first?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
Seems you'll do whatever it takes to get things done. Great things lie ahead for someone like you. All right, let's leave it at that for today. I'll contact you about what to do next.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
Another really awesome art piece. Give me a sec. 3D maybe. Oh, okay, okay. Gotta take a screenshot of this. I like collecting the screenshots from like the art piece screenshots from
She was the only one who was ever
From
any good
Zenless.
to him, right? That's how he repays her?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Father! We have to punish him! Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Hugo, did you do all this?
Yes, it was me. I killed her.
Wait, Twitch is giving you a survey? I've never seen that before. What?
He admitted it! Father, he must be expelled. He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then? Nobody would ever know.
Hugo, well done. My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top. Like Hugo here, who was willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought. Only someone with the means and the gumption to do that is qualified to be my heir.
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are obvious. The winner of this month's assessment is Hugo. As for the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you deserve.
But Father, before this, I was #1.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser,
Help
even
improve
if
Twitch.
it's by the smallest margin. And there's no reason for a loser to exist. This is all for your own good. Do you understand? Go on now. Receive your punishment for the sake of the family.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
Sheesh.
That really brought up some unpleasant memories. It won't be long. Soon, it'll all be over.
I'd be starting from nothing because I know nothing about them, but it'd be fun to try and see if I can actually do things. Yeah, that does sound really cool. On the other side, after Hugo leaves. Proxy, you look like you have something to say. About that chosen one. Well, truth is, we've always wanted the chance to work with you. Hugo said you're the best proxy he's ever met. The chosen proxy. In other words, chosen one. Fine, I believe you. By the way, are you free now? If you're not busy, would you mind taking a walk outside with me? Anywhere is fine. You arrive at Lumina Square with Vivian. Yeah? Jesus Christ. Accompanying...
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. Today was quite eventful. You're a child that only brings misfortune. People have been saying that about me for a long time.
She's very cute. Okay, I don't want to go...
I used to feel hurt and resentful. But now that I think about it, it's perfectly normal for people to react that way.
I don't want to go to the marker just yet. I want to listen to all of her dialogue. Okay, that's it.
Why do I only predict suffering? If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more?
Oh, I didn't realize that I have control over the camera.
Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny.
Yeah?
But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all. So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift. Thank you, Proxy. I'm so glad to have met you.
Oh, her heart is going doki doki.
And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet.
I really hope that she actually finds out that we're actually Phaethon.
But I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame.
I like the pattern on her,
I don't need to worry about anything. And can just be my own true self.
Is it socks? Is it pantyhose? I can't tell. It might be thigh-high socks, I can't tell.
Perhaps people
but
really do possess
I like the
them.
pattern around her thighs.
And ours just so happen to be extremely compatible. By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past. But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family. I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason.
Heterochromia is
And
cool,
just like
though.
that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly. I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
What's your take on Hugo?
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Something he'll never tell me. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something. Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person. I think one day he'll tell me his secret. Until then, I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.
After chatting for a while, you say goodnight to Vivian. It's getting late. Time to head back to the video store and get some proper rest. Alright, we have control back, so I think we're gonna call it here for today, and we're gonna continue next time. Because I do actually have to go. Ah, yes. Caesar, the first character that I managed to max out in friendship. Yeah, let's close the game so that I can actually reduce the load on the PC. Imagine crashing the stream right before I end. Please don't. Okay. Yoink. Let me just put myself in the front again. There we go. Well, PC gonna go. Good night. Please don't. Ow! Right in the face. Damn. But yeah, I know we yapped a lot again, but I hope you guys had fun in the stream today. We're gonna continue most likely tomorrow. I'll do my best to not have to skip tomorrow. But if not tomorrow, then on Monday. We'll continue the quest, and hopefully we'll be able to finish it tomorrow, and maybe even hop over to HSR to finish that one as well. And yeah, we'll go from there. Need to add normal people giggles. Yeah, we will have to add that. I didn't even realize that I didn't have it. But yeah, for now, that's gonna be it. Because yesterday I wasn't able to go out to, like, aside from the other errands that I have to run after I end now. Yesterday I wasn't able to go out to do my workout, but I do want to try and go out tonight. So I do need to get those errands done as quickly as possible. So, thank you so much as always for hanging out, guys. I really hope that you had fun. Hope you have a great rest of your day, or evening, or whatever time zone you guys are in. And I'll see you on the next one. And now, I hope you guys will hang around for just a couple of more minutes, so that we can go and raid someone. We are going to go and raid Yuki VT, a friend of mine, a VTuber friend of mine. Oh, I mean, Sid, you know Yuki. Some of the others might not be familiar with her, though. And she literally just had a debut with her new model yesterday. So let's go share the love. Her new model is really cool, though. So yeah, haven't really stuck around one of Yuki's streams, but I do follow her. Yeah. Well, Yuki oftentimes streams at the same time as Scully and Spooky, so yeah, I do understand. I don't, like, actively watch all of her streams, because I'm either busy or she's streaming while I'm already watching a different stream as well. But I do oftentimes lurk into her streams. Sometimes I do actively chat. She's fun. She's definitely fun. And she's a cool person. But yeah, her new model is really cool. It looks really, really good. So, let's go give her some love. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. So, hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again in a bit. Bye-bye!